So what was the next one? Let me have a look. So present perfect, yes. What's the difference between present perfect and past simple? Anyone to answer this question? Present. Yes, the action finished at a certain time. Yes, we know the time. Yes, for example, I bought bread yesterday, or I went to Italy in 2020, something like that. Yes, or I broke my pen last night. So we have exact time. We have a word that answers the question when. Exact time. That's what is past simple about. Yes, and present perfect doesn't care about time. Yes, exact time. We don't need time. So we pick the information that has a relation with the current time. Yes. For example, we say, I have bought 2 bottles of water. Do we need the time when I bought it? No need. So we have the important part. We have 2 clauses in the sentence usually. Yes. One is subordinate clause or dependent independent clauses. Yes. Subordinate clause and dependent independent clauses. So for example, I have bought 2 bottles of water yesterday. We can't say that because we use perfect tense. So we say I have bought 2 bottles of water means you have done something, and the time is not necessary, is not important. So the main part of the information that you have water meant you'll have something to drink at home. Yes, so that's what is present perfect tense, guys. Okay, so present perfect tense, we've talked about past simple and present perfect, and let's move on to the next one. So unit 7. What's it like? What's it like, and what's a friend like? What's that? What's a friend like? What am I asking about?
Their character.
Yes, their character, yes. What's a friend like? How do you answer that question?
They are friendly.
He's friendly, they are friendly, yes. And what if I say, what does he look like?
Tall.
Yes, so we describe the appearance of a person, yes. We say he's tall, and what if I say, what does he like? Yes, he likes driving. Yes, he likes driving. She likes drawing. Yes, he likes dancing. So, what's he like? Be like. Yes, the verb be like. It means you need to when somebody asks, "What's John like?" He wants to know his personality. Yes, he wants to know what kind of person is John. Yes, John is. Yes. So and the next one is. What does he look like means his appearance, and what does he like means what he prefers. Yes, if he prefers this or that thing. Very good. So we have unit 7, we have comparatives. Okay guys, let's go through the comparatives before you go to the final exam, which is tomorrow. And comparatives, how do we compare things, nouns in English? First, how do we compare? If it is a word that has only 1 syllable, then we add er, yes? Big, bigger. Nice, nicer, yes? If it has 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 25 syllables, actually I don't think that we have a word that has 25 syllables, yes? So if it has more than 2 or 3, then we add more. Yes, for example, can we say beautifuler?
No.
More beautiful, yes. And comfortabler? More comfortable, yes. That's one way of comparing things, yes. And we usually say when we compare 2 things, we usually add than, yes. For example, my car is bigger than my brother's. Yes. So here you need to bear in mind that when we compare things, sometimes you will have to use personal adjectives or personal pronouns, yes? So, and the other one, comparing, for example, as. What's the meaning of as? When do we use it?
It's the same thing.
The same thing, absolutely correct. Yes, so my car is as good as his. Yes, or this classroom is as nice as that one. Yes, or he's as nice as his brother. Yes, and so on and so forth. Okay, so as and what other comparatives do you know? We said as, we said er then, and by the way, sometimes when we compare things, we double the consonant, yes? Bigger means like thinner, the consonant letter doubles, yes? Okay, and the. How about the? For example, the sooner you finish your homework, the sooner you go home. Okay, the earlier you finish your homework, the earlier you go home. Yes, you know that. The faster you run, the earlier you get to your destination. Yes, the faster you walk, the earlier you get to your destination. The. By the way, speaking of the, as I said, the is a definite article which is pronounced differently. Yes, it has two ways of pronunciation. So if it is followed by the vowel, we say the. Yes, the apple. Yes, the astronaut. Yes, and if it is followed by the consonant sound, then we say the rain. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, anything else? So we've covered comparatives. I think that I might have forgotten some things, but we'll go through that later on. Okay. And let's go to the modal verbs. What the modal verbs are? Yes. What? Why do we use them? Why do we need them?
To give recommendation or
Mm-hmm.
prohibition.
Yes. So we use them when we want to express some types of things, yes, like some situations, yes, permission, prohibition, request, possibility, probability, yeah, recommendation, advice. For example, what's the difference between can I go home? No, you can't go home.
Prohibition.
Yes, you can't go home is a prohibition, very good. And can I go home? Is a request. Permission, you ask for permission, yes? And how about have to and must?
Have to is laws or rules.
Yes, have to is laws, rules that come from outside. Yes, for example, school has rules, the city municipality, town municipality has rules, the government has rules, and you need to follow these rules, yes? For example, we have to wear this special uniform in our school, yes, at school. And how about must?
It is our obligation.
Yes, it is mainly our obligation is the things that we think that our conscience tells us. Yes, for example, our conscience says you have to do that. Yes, you must do that. Yes, and then you say, well, I must study hard to pass my exam with flying colors. By the way, what's the meaning of flying colors? I have explained to you that one. That's an idiom, English idiom, with flying colors. Let's check it out. For example, Tom has passed his exams, English exam, with flying colors.
Really well.
Yeah, at least very good. Yes, with good grades. Yes, Okay, and when do we use should?
Recommendation.
Recommendation, yes. Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to lose your weight, for example, you should stop eating bread, junk food, drinking Coke, or whatever, you name it. Yes, there are tons of things that can be harmful for your health, but we still don't follow it, yes. We are hypocrites. Hypocrite means what? We say the person with two faces. Yeah, hypocrites. We say it, we must not eat junk food, but we go and eat junk food. We say we must not drink too much Coke, but every break time we go and grab some can of Coke, yes? Okay, that's very good, guys. So we continue with the past perfect tense. What's the past perfect tense and when do we use it? Yes. So past perfect is something that had happened before past simple. Yes, before past simple, yes. For example,
When I at home,
mm-hmm.
my mom had cooked
Mm-hmm.
dinner.
Mm-hmm. Yes. When I arrived at home, I realized that my mom had cooked the dinner. Yes, very good. Very good. So, for example, we sometimes say, I had my lunch before I came here. Yes, I had my lunch somewhere outside. There is down below, and we have in the canteen, we have some snacks. Yes, we can buy and grab something when we feel hungry. Yes. Okay, so the past perfect is used when we want to say that something happened. So one action has been completed before another completed action, yes? Because we have past simple, which indicates the time, and past perfect doesn't indicate it. But it is unknown time before past simple. We do not know. Okay, that's very good. And passives. When do we use passives, guys?
When it's not important who did that.
Yeah. It's not important and it's not impossible sometimes, yes? So, for example, the iPhones are made in China. Can we say iPhones are made in China by Zhong, by Jing, by Huang, by Wang? We don't know their names. There are more than a billion people. And I'm sure that not all of them work there, but still. Yes, not all of them work in there, but still there are thousands of people. So in order to skip that part of the speech, we just use passives. Yes. For example, hamburgers are made here, cooked here. Okay. Or English is taught here. We have hundreds of teachers here. Yes. We can't name them all. So we just say English is taught here. Okay. And also we can say, for example, right behind our school there's a car wash. Yes. We don't know the guys' names. So when we don't know, but we know that what's being done there. Yes. So if somebody asks, you know what, I have a car and I'd like to wash it, you can say the cars are washed just right behind our school. But we don't know the guys' names. But we know that the business is over there. Yes. So we use passives when we don't want to say when we don't want to mention the doer of the action. Yes. And also if we want to mention it, what do we do? Yes, we add by. Yes. For example,
The Hamlet was written by Shakespeare.
yes, the Hamlet was written by Shakespeare. Yes, absolutely correct. Okay, that's very good. So let's move on. We are just briefly covering all the grammar rules for you guys to brush up. You know what the brushing up is? Brushing up means like you have some breaks. You brush up, it means like you refresh, you reboot your mind, you refresh your mind, you check out You revise the whole material. Okay, that's called brushing up. Like if you have some shortcomings, if you have some flaws in terms of grammar, so that you can take notes and you can check yourself and like these things. Okay, let's call it brush up. Okay, so we have covered passives, and let's move on to present perfect, simple, and continuous. We have already talked about present perfect. Yes, it is the tense we use when we talk about recent past. For example, we have watched a documentary about New York City. Yes, and it is something you talk about your life experience. For example, I have never been to Tibet. Yes, and like these things. And how about continuous tense? What's the stress? What's the main purpose of using these tense? Anyone?
We use present perfect continuous when action done like now.
For example, I say, you look very tired. What have you been doing? Oh, I've been running. Or I've been working. Yes, so we talk when... Okay guys, now we go to the first and second conditionals. So when do we use the first conditional? If plus present simple and will. For possible things, yes. For example, if you pass your exam with flying colors, I'll buy you a pen. No thanks, I can buy it myself, yes. Okay, I'll buy you an ice cream. Oh, that's also very cheap. Okay, I'll buy you a car. Okay, so that's what is something possible, yes. For example, if you stop eating junk food, you will lose your weight. Yes. If you study hard, you'll get better. Okay, and something like this. How about second conditional? If plus past simple and would. For example, and what is it about?
Unreal things.
Unreal things, yes. Improbable things, hypothetical things, yes. The things that might happen once in a lifetime, max twice, no more. For example, winning the lottery. If I won the lottery, I would buy a huge house, yes. If I knew English really well, I would pass all my exams with flying colors, yes. If I had $1 billion, I would build a huge castle and donate part of it to the charity, yes, and so on and so forth. So it is something we think that we would do if we had like that condition, yes. That's what is second conditional. Okay guys, that was the unit 12. I hope you guys have refreshed your grammar in your mind. And do you have any other questions that we haven't told? You have I told you that you're sitting places? Let me check it out. You haven't?